Let me introduce myself. My name is Anchalee Silapasad. I am a third-year English major at Surathani Ratchapat University. Today, I would like to talk and present about what I learned this semester in creative writing course. First of all, I would like to describe this video project. It had two main parts, including content in class section and self-study. Well, let's get started. In my vocabulary, I had learned a lot of new vocabulary in the content of writing course. Okay, I will show you some interesting words. In this folder, I will take note, do homework, write down questions and the answer, or summarize information in class. A short story must contain title, genre, point of view, setting, character, conflict, dialogue, and plot. Next, I will show you the steps of the plot or elements of a story. Elements of a story. 1. Exposition is a step that introduces the background of the main character and the goals of the story. 2. Rising actions is what when the main character started having problems or tensions. 3. Climax is the high point of the story. The main character inevitably encounters conflicts. 4. Falling action. It can begin relief, conflict, or tensions. 5. Resolution is conflict resolved. It is often tell about how the main character feels. As we all know, this is writing course. Absolutely, information would be like this. Next is a fluency writing part. It is an application of knowledge that I have learned in classroom to use writing. I think it's an interesting way to develop my writing skill. Actually, I wasn't good at writing, but when I spent time to writing short story like this, I was happy and very enjoyed it. Is it weird? Isn't it? First, I will talk about Speak Logbook. This website is great to practicing English by myself. I had learned to practice grammar exercises, read news about business or something like that, and I gained a lot of knowledge from interesting video clips that have a question for us to practice listening skill too. And more importantly, it can check the answer in our lessons. It's convenient for me to learn by myself. In study plan, I made 4 plans every week, which were vocabulary, grammar, reading, and listening. After I finished my study plans, I also had to write a report on what I learned that month, and this is my learning report. For learning vocabulary from Oxford Word Skill, I have learned a lot of vocabulary such as day and days, country and nationalities, physical and past of body. I can describe personal information, describe routine. I can say how I feel. I learned to talk about directions, and these are some examples that I did in this part. From the strategy for grammar book, I learned about the parts of speech, irregular and plural, count and non-count nouns, how to use capitalization, verbs, and tenses, and lastly, I learned how to use punctuation. From this book, it is an exercise in listening to conversations in various situations. Importantly, I learned about the sentences that are often used in speaking, and I practiced listening to the accent in the audio. For learning reading, I read the book It's True Space Turn You Into Spaghetti. Its content about space, planets, the world, and the universe. It's my favorite part, so I will show you some interesting information. The last thing that I learned in this class is what the importance of time management. Because we have a lot of homework and group work, it's quite difficult to find time to work together. By the way, it makes us learn to work as a team. And this is what I learned in this class.